One day, Gordon was late again. He thundered along the line, working hard to make up for lost time. It had started when a cow had strayed onto the tracks, and he had to wait until the farmer took it away. "Come on!" he shouted. "We're going to be late! We're going to be late!" But no matter how fast Gordon went, he found he couldn't save much time. Finally, he puffed slowly into the station where the fat controller was waiting. He wasn't happy, and he spoke sternly to Gordon. "This, Gordon, is the last straw," he said. "3 delayed trains in 1 week. It's embarrassing for you, and more importantly, for me." He sent Gordon to the shed in disgrace. The next day, the fat controller decided it wasn't worth risking another late train, so he chose Henry to take Gordon's place. Gordon watched Henry getting ready. "Be careful, Henry. You're not pulling the flying kipper now. Mind you stay on the rails today." Henry didn't answer. He just fumed away with the express. The rails hummed, and the coaches behaved well, and the Henry was puffing faster and faster. "I'll show that galloping sausage a thing or three." Just then, Henry noticed something under his cap felt loose. "It's probably nothing," he told himself. Henry raced under the bridge, thinking how splendid he was. But there was trouble ahead. Suddenly the whole train started slowing down. "Oh!" cried Henry. "What's going on?" "Someone's pulled the communication cord," said his driver. "Something must be wrong." Poor Henry couldn't believe what was happening. "Oh dear," he moaned. "We were going so well too." Everyone got out. Thankfully it wasn't a big emergency, but the one passenger said he had seen some sparks coming out from Henry's cab. At first, Henry's crew was sceptical. "Have you had your eyes tested recently, sir?" The man made such a fuss that they agreed to look Henry over. "Ah, there's the problem," said the driver. "Your fire bars have dropped, old boy. You can't pull the train anymore." Henry felt ashamed. "See, I told you I wasn't lying," cried the man triumphantly. "And I'm not paying that blooming fine either." Henry crawled to the next station, but the driver informed the station master. "We'll need another engine for the express now." And so, they got James to take over the express. The next day, all the engines were talking about Henry. "Melted fire bars," Gordon was doubtful. "Well, it's possible, I suppose." "Of course it is," said Thomas. "I once knew an engine whose fireballs dropped, and my brother Chester took his train all the way to Manchester." "I wonder who'll be on the express today," puffed Percy. "It ought to be me," snorted James. "I'm stuck shunting thanks to Henry's and his fire bars." "Dirty sardines, need I say more?" "Ah! Well, if it wasn't for that cow, I wouldn't be on goods trains." "Oh, that's typical of you, isn't it, Gordon? You blame a woman with a backside as wide as your face for making you late. Now I've had everything." "Oh, not that sort of cow!" Since the two engines had been arguing, they hadn't noticed a line of carriages rolling into the platform all on their own. Thomas stared, and then blinked several times to make sure he wasn't seeing things. He looked to the front. There was no engine. He looked at the back to see Betsy still there.
That's impossible! There's got to be an engine! So, why can't I see it?
The self-propelled coaches had gotten the attention of the others too. "What on earth is this?" asked Gordon. Two figures stepped out of the second carriage. One was a dark, tall man, and the other was the Fat Controller. "Gordon! James! Why are you still here?" the Fat Controller demanded. "You should have started work ages ago." "Sir," pleaded Gordon, "I would like you to reconsider me pulling this goods train. I promise never to run into a cow again, and if I ever do, I'll be sure to squash it. I appreciate your feelings, but I'm afraid you'll have to be content with the job I've given you."
Then how about the express?
asked Percy. "That's why I'm here," said the tall dark stranger. "This is my friend, Sir Raymond Tenders," the Fat Controller explained. "He has helped me a lot in the past." Sir Raymond Tenders was an American who went to the same university as the Fat Controller and worked on the other side of the island. He was always trying to get the Fat Controller to buy some of his locomotive stocks. After years of hard work, he felt he had something that finally would interest him.
Is that the man who sold you those 3 tender engines?
asked Thomas. "Yep," said Sir Raymond. "How nice you all to remember him."
Yes, but... well, some of us wouldn't say it was nice. How can you pull those coaches? asked Percy. You're not strong enough.
The Fat Controller laughed. "We didn't mean him. We're talking about a new type of engine he's designed."
You'll need one of those if you're going to pull those coaches, sir.
"This is like a look in the future. Big cities are going to be using trains like this all the time.
Once these have been tested, companies from all over the world will want my crew and me to build thousands of them. They'll be sold to miserable little railroads and I will be rich." Didn't get much from the last 3 you sent here last time, did you? Well, this time, I call it Sodor Railcar. The first of thousands to be used on Sodor, I'm sure.
"Later today, I shall use it to pull the express. The morning's train has been cancelled."
Why don't you just use that thing to take it?
asked James. "Diesels are like cars. They need refueling."
That's right. Besides, our relief driver ain't turned up yet. His name is Jeff and he's highly experienced.
Jeff arrived late.
Thomas was watching the passengers board the Sodor Railcar. The Fat Controller and Raymond Tenders were standing on the platform. Sir Raymond beamed with pride, feeling he was finally going to make a sail.
"Right, I'm ready to go,"
called Jeff. "That's just dandy," said Sir Raymond. "Remember, take care, and don't you dare crash now, y'all."
"What was that?"
"Oh, nothing, Leslie, nothing, dog. Nothing's wrong." Thomas looked at the Fat Controller with a grin. "Is that your name, sir?" he chuckled. The Fat Controller didn't answer. At that moment, the guard blew his whistle, and everyone watched as the rail car departed. An hour later, the Fat Controller got a phone call. It was bad news. He stormed out of his office to speak to Sir Raymond, who was nowhere to be seen.
"Where's he gone?"
"Oh, he's using the gents, sir," Thomas replied.
"His stupid rail car is broken down in the tunnel!"
"Ha!" chuckled Gordon.
"I knew it would all end in tears."
Thomas was sent to pick up the rail car, leaving the Fat Controller waiting outside the gents. I wonder what Jeff's got to say about this, Thomas thought. They soon reached the tunnel, where the guard was waving his flag. Tom and his crew went off to speak to Jeff. Not so much of an expert, laughed Thomas. An expert? Started Jeff, confused. Is that what my uncle said? Sir Raymond Tindall's your uncle? Asked the fireman. Yeah! Sighed Jeff. It's the first time me driving this model. Lord knows what he'll do to me when he finds out the motor's burned out. I don't think he'll do anything to you, smoked Thomas. Not after the Fat Controller gets his hands on him. Don't worry, Jeff, smoothed the driver. We'll pull the train home. What about the passengers, man? We'll have to drop them in Knapford. Jeff returned to the rail car, and the crew got ready for Thomas to pull the train. On set now, yo! Called Jeff from the tunnel. Now, Thomas, encouraged the driver. Pull! Pull as hard as you can! Have you got the brake on? Called the driver. What you talking about, fool? No, replied Jeff, quickly easing off the brake. He drove Thomas back, and this time he really pulled. With all the passengers on board, it was hard going, but he kept on pulling. The cavalcade soon reached Knapford, and there on the platform stood the Fat Controller and Sir Raymond Tenders in handcuffs. What's all this, fool? Asked Jeff. Well, Chubby here punched me in the eye when I was coming out the men's cubicle, said the policeman. I said I was sorry. You're in for it now, Leslie, aren't you? So come Tenders has been arrested too? Asked the driver. If you check inside that rail car of yours, said the policeman, I think you'll find that motor was stolen from my feet panda 2 weeks ago. I've had to use my push bike ever since. Dang, man, that's how the thing broke down. Jeez, where's man? As soon as these mechanics put it right, I'll take these two down to the station. And I don't mean of the railway variety. But you can't do that, said the Fat Controller. I'm in charge here, and if I do this, I'll train these people never get home. Don't look as if I care, sunshine. No, I don't. But fortunately, there was hope for the livid passengers. When the mechanic had taken the car engine out, the rail car was just like an ordinary coach. Gordon was on the other side of the station. I'll gladly take this lot, he wheezed proudly. The guard blew the whistle, and Gordon puffed away. The passengers cheered as he gathered speed and thundered down the main line.